The wicked angels that influence humanity to do wickedness are demons. When Satan rebelled against Yah, he convinced many angels to rebel. Satan and those angels are known as fallen angels, demons, and wicked spirits.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
The scriptures reveal to us that Satan and his angels were cast out onto earth. The fallen angels dwell with us on earth. Since they are spirit beings, we cannot see them. We have been programmed to believe the horror movies we've seen on television are a vivid representation of what demon possession is. In movies, we have seen how chairs move on their own, how the ghosts of the dead roam around in a house or an abandoned place. Hollywood movies have shown us when a spirit possesses a person, it violently throws that person around and manipulates the person to commit evil acts against themselves and others. What the movies do not show you is the other forms of possessions, the most common ways Satan and his demons take over your mind. Today, people are quick to dismiss someone who is speaking the truth if they begin to rant in any shape or form. They label that person as crazy, and many dismiss what that person is trying to articulate. Today's generation will make a meme out of anything. Satan has brainwashed this generation to dismiss everything serious that occurred today. When everyone is making fun of a person or a situation, the helpful message is lost. The message could have been beneficial to them. Many will deem anyone's passionate approach as being insane. Calling anyone crazy is dismissive and another form of dumbing a person down. Today, I want you to understand the many ways demons harass you and take over your mind. The elites and leaders of today dismiss and label anyone insane that do not share the same belief. They label them as having a mental breakdown through their satanic media. What they're doing is disguising what is really happening. The elites do not want you to know the many ways demons are dominating many people today. Do not dismiss what you're about to learn. What everyone needs to understand, demons cannot do anything on earth without a host. Demons need a body to operate in this realm. Demons are spirit beings, just like we are spirit beings, but our spirit is housed in a human body. That is how we're able to operate on earth. For example, if a demon wants to take over a nation, that demon needs to locate the leaders of that nation and take control over their minds to gain access to this realm. The leaders that are controlled by a demon, he or she will submit to whatever the demon is conveying to your leaders. That is why the Bible said we do not wrestle with flesh and blood, but with principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
In order for Satan to be the god of this world, he needs to control the leaders of this world. White, black, Asian, whatever race your leaders are, Satan created discrimination, but he does not discriminate. He will use anybody. Satan knows his end and he wants to destroy Yah's creation and take many with him to his final place. What you are seeing in horror movies is exaggerated. Chairs will not move on its own. The demons need a body to do anything in this realm. In order for Yah's angels to interact with us face to face, they need to take on the form of a human. The Bible said to be careful on how you treat a stranger because you can be entertaining an angel unaware.
Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares.
When the Most High's angels are helping you behind the scenes, we cannot see them. If you are in tune with Yah's spirit, then when Yah give the angels permission to assist you, one of the many ways they assist, they influence your mind. They will lead you to the blessings. Once the angels get you to your destination, it is up to you to make a decision on what you're going to do. That is why it is important to the elites and Satan that you believe in ghosts. And the ghosts are the ones moving the objects around. However, the truth is the wicked spirit need a body to carry out their wicked deeds. Many people and your leaders that you are watching on television are demon possessed, and they do not want you to know this, so they make you believe in ghosts. Once you believe in ghosts, you will never make the connection of a person that housed legions of demons inside of them. Instead of recognizing the wicked spirit, you praise that person who is possessed. Not only do you praise the demon-possessed individual, you accept his or her ways. In order for a demon to take over your mind, you first have to give it permission. A demon cannot possess you without your consent. Many believe they would never give a demon permission to take over their mind. No one would. That is why Satan used deceit to bait you into giving him permission. This is why the Most High said not to give into your lustful flesh desires.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. He that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please God. The acts of the flesh are obvious: sexual immorality, impurity and debauchery, idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions, and envy, drunkenness, orgies, and the like. I warn you, as I did before, that those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God.
When you submit to your flesh desires, you are giving the demons the consent they need to occupy your body and take over your mind. For example, a man lusting after a woman, that man is giving the spirit of fornication and the spirit of adultery the permission it needs to control him. Once the demon gains access to his mind and body, the demon will increase his lustful desires. That demon will invite other impure spirits more wicked than it to possess his mind. At first, it will be subtle. Next thing you know, he starts to gain abnormal fetishes. As he continues to feed his fetishes, he is inviting other impure spirits to dwell in his body. Next thing you know, that man is into bestiality, homosexuality, prostitution, a pedophile, a rapist, and many other sexual sins. That man loses control of his life because he submitted to his lustful flesh desires. By submitting to his flesh, he unknowingly invited legions of demons to possess his mind. The world will label the man a sex addict. The root cause of that man's addiction is legions of impure spirits has taken over his body and mind. It started as a lustful desire for a woman. As the desire starts to rage, it created a monster. You can have more than one demon inside of you. The Bible gave us the parables of a man named Legion who roam around in the cemetery. His name suits him because the Bible revealed he had legions of demons in him. Yeshua had to rebuke the demons out of him.
They sailed to the region of the Gerasenes, which is across the lake from Galilee. When Jesus stepped ashore, he was met by a demon-possessed man from the town. For a long time this man had not worn clothes or lived in a house, but had lived in the tombs. When he saw Jesus, he cried out and fell at his feet, shouting at the top of his voice, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you, don't torture me." For Jesus had commanded the impure spirit to come out of the man. Many times it had seized him, and though he was chained hand and foot and kept under guard, he had broken his chains and had been driven by the demon into solitary places. Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" "Legion," he replied, because many demons had got into him.
A person can be a sex addict, an alcoholic, a drug addict, because all these habits are spirits. What we label as personality traits are spirits. We have good and bad personality traits. Likewise, there are bad and good spirits. Everything is a spirit: vanity, fear, anger, empathy, stealing, shy, love, patience, peace, kindness, money, drugs, everything. If you seek the Most High, then the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you, as well as the fruit of the Spirit.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law.
If you allow Satan to influence you, all the wicked spirits, the lust of the flesh, resides in you. All the traits of Satan you gain. In these last days, demon possession is on the rise. To those of us the Most High gave eyes to see, you can clearly see the demonic activities around you. They are very bold and in your face. I would like to share a very recent story of my own encounter with a demon-possessed woman. My sister and I finished our workout at the gym around 10:30 p.m. The gym is down the street from my oldest sister's job. We decided to wait for our sister. She was getting off around 11 p.m. While waiting on my sister, a woman who the world would label mentally ill was sitting in the store. Mind you, the store is closed. She was talking to herself and acting strange. My sister, who was with me in the car, went on to call her crazy and that she had mental issues. I said to my sister, she's not crazy, she is demon possessed. I went on to say to my sister, people mistaken people whom the world classify as having mental issues or bipolar disorder as crazy instead of diagnosing them with what is really happening, which is demon possession. I told her I was working on a teaching about this topic. In addition, I was gathering more information. She asked me if she wanted me to record her. I said no. She went on to record her anyway. Sorry for the quality of the video. It was dark and 11 p.m. at night. She tried to get the best footage. We were staring at her, not in disgust, but we were staring at the demon in her. While we were having our conversation in the car, she was talking to herself, facing the window, acting strange. As soon as the demon in her noticed that we knew what it was and exactly what is going on, she became normal, walked away from the window, and stood for a few seconds in the store. She had a confused look on her face as if she was wondering, how did she get here? Moments later, she walked back to the window, gathered her belongings, and left the store like a normal person. The Bible said, resist the devil and he would flee. That demon fled, family. If you could have seen the transformation, you would not believe this. We did not try to rebuke the wicked spirit in her. That would be the Christian thing to do. Israelites, you have to be careful with trying to rebuke spirits, especially if the lifestyle you are living is not Yah approved. The Bible gave us a tale of a group of men trying to rebuke a spirit out of a man that was demon possessed. The wicked demon in the man boldly said, Yeshua I know, and Paul I know. Who are you? And the spirit went on to beat them up.
Some Jews who went around driving out evil spirits tried to invoke the name of the Lord Jesus over those who were demon-possessed. They would say, in the name of the Jesus whom Paul preaches, I command you to come out. 7 sons of Sceva, a Jewish chief priest, were doing this. One day the evil spirit answered them, Jesus I know, and Paul I know about, but who are you? Then the man who had the evil spirit jumped on them and overpowered them all. He gave them such a beating that they ran out of the house naked and bleeding.
I know that the Most High protects me, and I follow the teachings of Yeshua, and I know I am the daughter of the Most High Yah. I know the Most High provide and protect those that belong to Him. That spirit in that woman knew the mark of the Most High was sealed on my forehead. That is why it fled. As the Bible said, the impure spirit that controlled the man knew the chosen of the Most High, Paul, but did not know the individuals that was trying to rebuke the spirit. The demon beat them up. Israelites, do not try to rebuke spirits out of people and your confidence in the Most High is low. You might mess around and become the new house for that spirit. The Bible said, once the Most High cleansed a person from an impure spirit, the demon that was in that person fled and searched for another person to control. Do not become that person. If that demon cannot find a house, it will return to the original house it fled from. If that person is not right with Yah, that demon will take over again and bring along its friends.
When an impure spirit comes out of a person, it goes through arid places seeking rest and does not find it. Then it says, I will return to the house I left. When it arrives, it finds the house unoccupied, swept clean, and put in order. Then it goes and takes with it 7 other spirits more wicked than itself, and they go in and live there. And the final condition of that person is worse than the first. That is how it will be with this wicked generation.
The scriptures state that is how it's going to be with this wicked generation. Open your eyes. Have you noticed at times when a person goes around a best friend, a family member, or an acquaintance, after being around them, that person starts to act exactly like that individual? They take on that person's behavior and personality. The spirit that was on that individual is now on that person. Israelites, be careful who you hang around and bring into your house. Make sure your relationship with Yah is in good standing. If not, the legions of demons on them will come upon you. That is what we are witnessing in these last days. Schizophrenic, mental illness, bipolar disorder, a person with multiple personalities, drug addict, sex addict, and the sickly are the many labels society has placed on a demon-possessed people.
At sunset, the people brought to Jesus all who had various kinds of sickness, and laying his hands on each one, he healed them. Moreover, demons came out of many people, shouting, You are the Son of God. But he rebuked them, and would not allow them to speak, because they knew he was the Messiah.
When Yeshua laid hands on the people, demons came out of them. Many of the people Yeshua cleansed from demons were unaware demons occupied their body. As I said before, a demon needs a body to carry out their deeds on earth. In horror movies, they show you shadows of a person roaming around or a ghost attacking people. That is how Satan and his people program you. Those are the signs Satan wants you to look for when identifying a demon-possessed person. While you are looking for red flags seen on television, a demon-possessed person is standing right in front of you, but you do not notice. You are trying to find a person foaming at the mouth, levitating, cutting themselves, acting sporadically, looking to see if objects in the house is moving. In the meantime, the demon is staring at you in the form of a person that is close to you or a person who looks normal, and you do not recognize the demon. In the Bible, we learn Yeshua has revealed to his disciples that he must suffer, be killed, and raised up on the 3rd day. Peter, one of his main disciples, started to rebuke the Messiah and said, No, this will not happen. I am sure Peter thought he was doing the work of the Most High by saying to Yeshua that this will not happen to you. Like many of you today, you are so quick to rebuke another brother or sister, not knowing that person's relationship with the Most High. In addition, the destiny Yah has set for this person. If you don't agree with the person, you condemn their message. In your heart, you believe you are doing the Most High's work. In reality, a demon has influenced your mind to become a stumbling block to that brother or sister. Peter thought he was doing something great by trying to protect the Messiah from his destiny. Satan has influenced Peter's mind to interfere with the crucifixion. Satan knows if the crucifixion takes place, it will destroy his kingdom. Most people would say Peter had good intentions. Although they did not know who was influencing Peter's mind, Yeshua responded to Peter by saying, Get behind me, Satan. Yeshua knew what was happening behind the scene. Most of us do not know even the person who is being controlled by the demon. To us, all we see is the person in front of us, our loved ones, friends, and family. We don't know what motivates a person to say certain things, but if it sounds good, we agree. Yeshua knew it was not Peter speaking. It was Satan, a fallen angel, a demon.
From that time on, Jesus began to explain to his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things at the hands of the elders, the chief priests, and the teachers of the law, and that he must be killed, and on the 3rd day be raised to life. Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. Never, Lord, he said, this shall never happen to you. Jesus turned and said to Peter, Get behind me, Satan. You are a stumbling block to me. You do not have in mind the concerns of God, but merely human concerns.
The same way Satan influenced Peter's mind to discourage Yeshua from doing what he was sent on earth to do, Satan and his army, the fallen angels and wicked men and women, has influenced many today, and they don't know. Peter walked with the Messiah. He knew the word, yet he fell prey to Satan. In these last days, many have fallen prey to Satan, and many are demon possessed. Look at what's happening in the United States of America. Demon possessed people roaming around causing hardship. Demon possession is showing up all around the world in the form of homosexuality, racism, political correctness, hate, social media, anger, greed, vanity, money, pride, fame, entertainment, and many other spirits destroying nations all over the world. The demons have influenced and taken over your leaders. Your leaders carry out the plans of the fallen angels, and the wicked people welcome the plans and ideas. When the people accept their leaders' solutions, they have given the demons the permission they need to possess them. The individuals who trust their leaders in government and those who are an enemy to the Most High are destroying the earth. I cannot forget about religion. All forms of religion stems from Satan. When you go to your place of worship, you are bowing down to demons. Many people believe they are serving the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Instead, they are serving Satan and fallen angels. Christianity is modern day paganism. Pagans serve idols, and they do not follow the Most High Yah. The Most High's commandment said, "There shall be no other gods before me." The pagan church bowed down to a false Messiah. The church believed they are Gentiles grafted in. The Bible said the Gentiles offer sacrifices to demons.
But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
The false Messiah the pagans worship is idolatry. The church is the sanctuary for demon-possessed individuals. If the church was holy, a demon cannot be comfortable in the sanctuary. Wherever Yeshua went, the demons would cry out and beg for mercy. They could never stay in Yeshua's presence. Since Yeshua has Yah's spirit in him, impure spirits can't be around pure holiness. They must flee.
But he, passing through the midst of them, went his way, and came down to Capernaum, a city of Galilee, and taught them on the Sabbath days. And they were astonished at his doctrine, for his word was with power. And in the synagogue there was a man which had a spirit of an unclean devil, and cried out with a loud voice, saying, Let us alone, what have we to do with thee, thou Jesus of Nazareth? Art thou come to destroy us? I know thee who thou art, the Holy One of God. Then Jesus rebuked him, saying, Hold thy peace, and come out of him. And when the devil had thrown him in the midst, he came out of him, and hurt him not. And they were all amazed, and spake among themselves, saying, What a word is this? For with authority and power he commandeth the unclean spirits, and they come out.
The scripture said Yeshua taught the people on the Sabbath day, not Sunday. Finally, Israelites, make sure you pray over your children and yourself before you go to sleep. Demons like to attack you in your sleep. Demons show up in your dreams to deceive you. They like to take on the features or face of someone you trust and your loved ones. Demon possession is very real. Hollywood like to show you violent demon possession, and they disregard the other forms of possession. Instead of calling it what it truly is, they label demon-possessed people as mentally ill, an addict, and bipolar. Watch out for people with multiple personalities. This is a red flag to let you know this person is housing legions of demons inside of them. There are plenty ways fallen angels control you. I hope this message enlighten you on some of the ways demons possess you. The only way to cleanse yourself from demons is to serve Yah and follow his ways. Yah is the only one who can cleanse you from impure spirits. Once Yah cleanses you, Yah's spirit will become dominant in you. Demons cannot live where Yah's spirit is in control. I hope this message will help you pay attention and see people for who they are. Demons exist, and your loved ones, including yourself, may be housing impure spirits. Do not give them permission to torment you.